Hi friends, Scott here. Just back from the ladies' jail out in the West End, and great time with Sue. Sue also representing Sharing the Burden, and this is actually her dream to get into the female institutions, and we're doing so well, and I don't mean we are doing well, but Sharing the Burden is becoming I think over a short time, somewhat of a household name within the walls of a couple of the main units in there. And today, anyway, we were locked out of the maximum security area of the jail and forced to go elsewhere. And we're able to immediately get 11 ladies to come out. And many of them had to leave, and it's interesting how it goes. They're signed up, or they're mandated as part of the program, many of them anyway, to undergo anger management programs and so on. And one of those was happening this afternoon, and we were able to, just quickly talk about forgiveness, talk about, one of our recent titles in Life Recovery devotional was forgiveness or forgiven so that we can forgive, basically. Forgiven to forgive, I think, was the actual title, and meaning obviously that, we get forgiven for a lot of things. If we're Christians, we believe that we were forgiven for all of the errors we committed, the ones we're doing and the ones we will do, and that we'll find salvation through that belief. But regardless of your belief, forgiving takes a big load off. In order to harbor anything, we have to carry it, we have to nurse it, we have to keep it in some place within us, within our minds and souls, and our emotional makeup is based on how much stuff we have in those areas of our life. And if we've got a lot of stuff that we're harboring, hanging on to, and not dealing with, obviously whatever information, whatever comes at us, it goes through all of that stuff before we render some sort of decision or a sense of some sort of experience. So very important to be forgiving, and I think the best way to practice forgiveness is to forgive as things happen. That way they don't get buried. In our 10th step, doing somewhat of a short inventory every day or frequently at least, in order to see, well, what did we do well and what did we not do so well, and who was involved in these things, especially that didn't go so well, and do we owe any amends? Do we have to fix anything up? Is there something that needs to be looked at today, or like very shortly, rather than putting it inside and letting it fester over time? And that's what happens. It festers, and we become slaves to the very thing that was causing us discomfort, and now over time will cause us anger. And as I say, everything else is warped by what we keep inside here. So we talked about that, and a lot of the ladies came alongside right away, and Sue was able to tell them in her own words what she believes God has to say about these girls in there, and how not only forgiving He is, but how He loves them as much as He loves anybody in this world. He's created every last item, we believed, everything in creation and outside of the creation as we know it, and everything and everything and everything. And of course, He loves what He created and loves them. And that sense of sort of understanding that we're not really the dregs of society, and that probably the most important people in a way too, really do love them, because the people who I believe are important are the people who understand that only love, only forgiveness, only compassion and mercy, only these things change lives. Lots of money, lots of this and that, and holidays, and all those things are wonderful, and we all need rest from what we do in different ways in our lives, and it's wonderful to have it. But sometimes we just have to sort of, let go, I guess. And, and again, the power of forgiveness is mighty. So, folks, I hope you can follow along with us, and in no uncertain terms, be forgiving people. Have mercy. Show mercy to your fellows, ladies and men. Show people how, you've gone astray and somebody loved you, so now that they're going astray. You know, you need to love them. Anyway, have a great day. Look forward to being with you as soon as I can. Hopefully you'll get a chance to drop into 102.9 FM every Tuesday morning, or rather Tuesday at noon now, noon till 1 o'clock. We discuss recovery. We bring people in who are in recovery. We bring people in who just started recovery. We bring people in who have been in recovery for 20, 30, 40 years. So you get a wide view of recovery, which, believe it or not, everybody who walks this planet needs recovery of some sort. And they fool you if they don't. And if they hide from 12-step, or they hide from the people who have the obvious sorts of needs for recovery, such as addiction and alcoholism and any sex addiction or gambling, overeating. There's a lot of things out there, but believe me, there are literally many millions who are so much better off every day of every year because there's 12-step out there and there's relief. Let's say we have 5 or 6 million people in, and I'm just giving you a real small number, 5 or 6 million who are in recovery and sober from whatever their vice is this day. There's 5 at least more who were affected by these people who are feeling a lot better these days. That's 25 million, and the original 5, that's 30 million people at any given time are just a lot happier because there is 12-step. So, and 12-step is scriptural, 12-step is biblically based, just like our laws are here in this part of the world. We like them or not, they keep a lot of us safe. So, all these kind of things come from scriptural wisdom. So, we use it every day. Let's take advantage of it while we can. So, folks, have a great day. Hope to be with you all real soon. Again, 102.9 FM. Come on and find us live. Go to the internet and search us out and listen to us alive. And you don't get that, go find me, Scott Duncan, on Facebook, Sharing the Burden. You can find that at Sharing Burden, at Twitter, and we spread it every way we can. And I hope you'll listen to us and find that we can be of value to your library of ways to access some goodness in this life. God bless you all. Bye now.